The collaboration between Quincy Jones and Michael Jackson is one of the most iconic and groundbreaking partnerships in the history of popular music. Their work together on Off the Wall, Thriller, and Bad produced some of the most influential and commercially successful albums of all time. However, behind the scenes, tensions simmered between the two legends, leading to a dramatic and complicated fallout. The legacy of their relationship has since been marked not only by their immense musical achievements, but also by allegations, accusations, and a darker side to their partnership that has recently resurfaced in public discussions following Quincy Jones's death in 2023. The rise of Quincy Jones and Michael Jackson's partnership. Quincy Jones, a legendary producer with decades of experience in the music industry, and Michael Jackson, a young and incredibly talented pop prodigy, were a powerful duo in the late 70s and early 80s. Quincy's refined skills as a producer, arranger, and composer met Michael's extraordinary vocal ability and natural charisma, leading to their creation of Off the Wall in 1979. The album marked Michael's first major solo success, cementing his status as a star in the making. However, it was their collaboration on Thriller that would ultimately change the course of pop music forever. Released in 1982, Thriller became the best-selling album of all time, with over 66 million copies sold worldwide. Its combination of infectious pop hits, groundbreaking music videos, and Michael's larger-than-life persona helped propel him to global superstardom. Despite their shared success, the relationship between Quincy Jones and Michael Jackson began to show signs of strain during the making of Bad in the mid-1980s. It was clear that Michael was starting to push for more control over his music, a desire that would eventually lead to their professional split. Quincy, known for his tough love approach in the studio, had always pushed Michael to deliver his best, but this dynamic became increasingly difficult as Michael grew more confident in his artistic vision. The tensions that marked their later years. In the years following the success of Thriller, Michael Jackson became one of the biggest stars on the planet. However, the immense pressure to follow up his unprecedented success with Bad led to cracks in his relationship with Quincy. The two worked together on Bad, but Michael's growing desire for more control, both creatively and professionally, led to their eventual separation. Quincy Jones was increasingly sidelined as Michael began collaborating with other producers and taking a more hands-on approach to his own music. Behind the scenes, reports of verbal clashes and creative differences surfaced. Quincy was known for his blunt and demanding nature, and it's been claimed that he was harsh with Michael during the recording of Thriller and Bad. The most infamous moment reportedly occurred during the recording of Billie Jean, when Quincy allegedly became so frustrated that he shouted at Michael in the studio, calling him derogatory names and even physically lashing out at him. While Quincy Jones's tough demeanor in the studio was legendary, it was also said to be a contributing factor to Michael's decision to part ways with him after Bad. Michael Jackson wanted more creative freedom, and he sought it with new collaborators. This marked the end of their professional partnership, and they never worked together on an album again. Quincy Jones's controversial remarks after Michael Jackson's death. Quincy Jones's relationship with Michael Jackson grew even more complicated after Michael's death in 2009. In the years following Michael's passing, Quincy's comments about the King of Pop became more critical and controversial. In a 2017 interview, Quincy shocked fans when he accused Michael Jackson of stealing music, specifically calling out the song Billie Jean as being heavily influenced by Donna Summer's State of Independence, a track that Quincy himself had produced. Quincy's comments did not stop there. He further criticized Michael in a 2018 interview, describing him as Machiavellian and claiming that Michael had been greedy and manipulative. He even went as far as accusing Michael of stealing songs and not properly crediting others for their work. The comments were a bombshell, especially for fans who had long viewed their collaboration as one of mutual respect and artistic genius. In addition to the accusations of plagiarism, Quincy also raised issues with Michael's use of cosmetic surgery. He suggested that Michael's numerous surgeries were not simply a result of a desire to improve his appearance, but were, in part, a response to the trauma Michael had experienced in his childhood at the hands of his father, Joe Jackson. Quincy's remarks about Michael's physical appearance were not the first time the singer's struggles with his image had been discussed in public, but they were among the most pointed. Allegations and darker claims about Quincy Jones. The allegations surrounding Quincy Jones's legacy have not been limited to his relationship with Michael Jackson. Over the years, rumors about Quincy's personal life and behavior have surfaced, casting a shadow over his reputation as one of the greatest music producers of all time. These claims include accusations of inappropriate conduct toward young stars, including musicians and actors under his influence. One of the most disturbing allegations centers around Tevin Campbell, the R&B singer who rose to fame as a teenager in the early 90s. Campbell's career took off under Quincy's mentorship, but there have been whispers that Quincy exerted an unhealthy level of control over the young star. Some close to Campbell have suggested that what began as a mentor-mentee relationship soon became something far more manipulative, with Quincy allegedly trying to control Campbell's voice, image, and career. In 2018, rumors resurfaced, fueled by a controversial Vulture interview with Quincy, that suggested he may have abused his power and influence over younger stars in Hollywood. The claims were part of a broader conversation about the darker side of the entertainment industry, where powerful figures have been accused of exploiting their status to take advantage of vulnerable individuals. These allegations of abuse of power and control, combined with the long-standing rumors of inappropriate behavior, have led to a more complicated view of Quincy Jones's legacy. While his professional achievements remain undeniable, the disturbing stories that have surfaced in recent years have added complexity to the way he is remembered. The end of the partnership. Michael Jackson's shift toward independence. While Quincy Jones's remarks and the darker side of his legacy continue to spark debate, Michael Jackson's creative journey after Bad was one of increasing independence. As Michael's career progressed, he became more determined to control his own narrative and music. With the release of Dangerous in 1991 and History in 1995, Michael moved away from Quincy's influence, seeking out new collaborators and experimenting with different styles and sounds. This shift marked the final chapter in their partnership. While Michael Jackson continued to dominate the pop music landscape, his relationship with Quincy Jones remained a subject of tension and occasional bitterness. Quincy, on the other hand, remained a revered figure in the music industry, but the fractured relationship with Michael left some unanswered questions about their collaboration. The lasting impact of Quincy Jones and Michael Jackson's legacy. Despite the controversies that have followed them, the music that Quincy Jones and Michael Jackson created together remains a testament to their unparalleled talent and vision. Off the Wall, Thriller, and Bad are more than just albums. They are cultural milestones that changed the landscape of popular music forever. Their impact on pop, R&B, and the music industry as a whole cannot be overstated. The tension between Quincy Jones and Michael Jackson adds complexity to their story, but it also highlights the struggles and sacrifices that come with fame and artistic ambition. Their partnership was one of creative brilliance, but also one fraught with personal and professional challenges. As Quincy's death in 2023 has reminded us, the full story of his legacy is still being written, one that includes both the extraordinary heights of his musical achievements and the darker, more controversial aspects of his life. In the end, Quincy Jones and Michael Jackson will forever be linked in music history, not just for their masterpieces, but also for the complex, sometimes painful relationship that shaped their collaborations and ultimately led to their parting of ways. Whether viewed through the lens of genius or scandal, their story remains one of the most compelling in the annals of music history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the complex relationship between Quincy Jones and Michael Jackson, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more future videos. Have thoughts or opinions on Quincy's legacy or his collaboration with MG? Drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you.